Now, there's a bit of a dark truth in the rehabilitation space that nobody really admits. And fundamentally, it comes down to the fact that we all have jobs, we all have bills, and we all need to sell products and services in order to get by in life. But the simple fact remains is that everything works. Osteopathy works, the gym works, physiotherapy works, and sometimes even rest works. And that most of our injuries or most of our niggles will actually heal in and of themselves if we just give them enough time and enough patience. But I'm going to make the assumption that because you're sat here watching this video now, you've spent a little bit of time ignoring it and hoping that it's going to heal itself, and you've reached a point where the frustration's boiled over and you want to know exactly what to do next. But before we get onto that, what I want to remind you of is that you probably have everything inside of you that you need in order to recover. It's highly, highly likely that whatever injury or niggle that you're dealing with will fix itself, providing you apply the correct inputs. Now, what the bloody hell does that mean, Dan? Apply the correct inputs. Well, really an input is anything that your nervous system, i.e. your brain and body, can actually understand. So that could be a massage therapy, that could be a leg extension machine, that could be acupuncture, that could be some meditation. Each individual one has their own unique benefits. Now, the king of injury rehabilitation is this thing we call load management. Load can be defined as the amount of force that a tissue either produces or experiences. But what you might find in a tissue that has been injured is that its load capacity is really quite low. So naturally you would sit there and think, well, maybe I shouldn't apply any load whatsoever because its tolerance is quite low and I'm experiencing quite a lot of pain with it. But in the cases of a tendinopathy, for example, that's probably the worst thing that you can do. Now, getting your load management correct is absolutely fundamental to your recovery, regardless of what the injury is. Now, I'm going to take a injured knee as a blanket example to help you understand what I'm on about. Let's say that you're getting pain as you're going downstairs, it hurts as your knee goes forward over your toes, and typically speaking, the pain is down in the front of the knee towards the shin. Secondly, you're finding that you don't have the ability to squat. Lunging also gives you some irritation, and you're also finding that the leg press is difficult for you. The first thing that I'm looking to do in this instance is find movement patterns that cause you next to no pain or pain less than about a 5 out of 10. Once we've found those movements, we will rinse and repeat and absolutely drive them home with as much frequency and as much load as you can tolerate. That phase normally lasts up to about 4 weeks or so, and what we're looking to do there is remodel the tendon, target the surrounding musculature to make it realize that strength and force production is actually a good thing. And it will give the target tissues just a little bit of time to recover while still maintaining your strength and your functionality in the localized tissues around it. So let's say that you got your load management absolutely bang on. The next things that you need to consider are sleep, belief and confidence that you're going to recover, consistency over perfection, and relevance, i.e. which manual therapy is likely to be best for you.